Welcome, everyone. Today, we're exploring a key part of English grammar, the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. Whether you're building your language skills or refreshing your knowledge, this lesson will help you grasp these concepts with clarity and confidence. Ready? Let's go. Let's start with transitive verbs. These are action words that need an object to make sense. For example, if I say, I buy, your brain waits, by what? The answer, a dictionary, completes the thought. Transitive verbs follow this pattern, subject plus verb plus object. The object, a noun or pronoun, receives the action directly. Look at the examples, see how the object is essential? Transitive verbs are action verbs that transfer their action to an object. The object is the receiver, without it, the sentence feels incomplete. She eats bread for breakfast. The verb eats needs an answer to what? Here, bread receives the action, it's what's being eaten. I am looking for my keys. The action looking transfers to keys, they're what I'm searching for. Without keys, we'd ask, looking for what? The teacher teaches the class a lesson. Teaches is the action, but who receives it? The class. And what is taught? A lesson, another object. Susan helps John. Helps is meaningless alone, John is the one receiving the help. Spot the object. In these examples, who or what receives the action? I closed the door. Door, what was closed? He caught the ball. Ball, what was caught? Raise your hand. Hand, what's being raised? Meet intransitive verbs, the independent words that don't need an object to make sense. They're complete all by themselves. Birds fly. Does fly need an answer to what? No. The action fly is complete, no object is receiving the flying. The dog barks. Ask, barks what? Silly, right? Barks is self-sufficient, it's just noise. Leaves fall. Fall doesn't act on anything. The leaves just fall. No object needed. He runs. Could we say he runs a marathon? Then runs becomes transitive. But alone, it's intransitive, no object in sight. Time passes. Passes what? Nothing, time just moves on independently. Spot the difference. Transitive, she kicks the ball. Action ball. Intransitive, she dances. No receiver, just action. Formula, subject plus intransitive verb, write with a flourish. Some verbs are like solo singers, they don't need backup. These are intransitive verbs. They express complete actions all by themselves, with no object needed. Interactive explanation. The fire burned. Ask yourself, burned what? Nothing. The fire simply burned, no object is receiving this action. If we said the fire burned the wood, that would be transitive. But alone, it's intransitive. The children played. Played what? No answer needed. The action is complete as is. Contrast with the children played soccer, transitive soccer receives the action. The phone rang. Rang what? Nothing. The ringing doesn't affect anything else. The wind blows. Blows what? Just the wind doing its thing, no object involved. Let's play detective. Some verbs need objects to complete their meaning, transitive, while others work alone, intransitive. Your mission, identify which is which. She drove the car. Ask, drove what? The car. This is the object receiving the action transitive. Clean your room. Clean what? Your room. The action transfers to the object transitive. She slept peacefully. Slept what? Nothing. The action is complete intransitive. They went to the park. Went what? No object. To the park is a prepositional phrase intransitive. She ran quickly. Ran what? Just an adverb describing how she ran intransitive. The boy kicked the ball. Kicked what? The ball. Action transferred transitive. He opened the door. Remember that. Transitive verbs. Must have a direct object, answers what, or whom. Intransitive verbs. No object needed, action is self-contained. Verbs are action words that need a direct object to complete their meaning. Without an object, the sentence feels incomplete. She gave a gift. Object, gift. They bought a car. Object, car. He told a joke. Object, joke. Verbs like offer, make, bring, write, and close also need objects. Try saying, she writes, it leaves you wondering, writes what? Intransitive verbs don't need objects, they express complete actions on their own. Examples. The baby slept peacefully. No object. They laughed loudly. No object. Time flies. No object. Notice how sneeze, go, die, and happen stand strong alone. No extra info needed. Some verbs, like run, eat, and sing, can be both. It's all about context. Transitive, she sang a song. Object, song. Intransitive, she sang beautifully. No object. Ask, is there an object receiving the action? Transitive versus intransitive verbs. Verb. Transitive usage, with direct object. Intransitive usage, no object. Move. Could you move your car please? Object, car. The trees were moving in the breeze. No object. Start. Taylor started the fire. Object, fire. The fire started quickly. No object. Change. She changed the subject. Object, subject. The areas changed a lot. No object. Close. Close your eyes. Object, eyes. Most shops close at 5:30 p.m. No object. Open. Open the window. Object, window. The museum opens at 10 a.m. No object. Stop. She stopped the car. Object, car. The rain stopped. No object. Wash. Have you washed your hands? Object, hands. I washed, dressed, and went out. Active and passive voice. Active voice, the subject performs the action directly. Structure, subject plus verb plus object, if transitive. Used for, clear, direct communication where the doer is important. Examples. She kicked the ball. Transitive. The chef cooked the meal. Transitive. Passive voice. The subject receives the action, the doer, agent, may be omitted. Structure, object, as subject, plus to be plus past participle plus, by plus agent. Only transitive verbs, with direct objects, can be passive. Examples. The ball was kicked by her. From she kicked the ball, the meal was cooked by the chef. From the chef cooked the meal. Intransitive verbs cannot be passive. Was slept incorrect, no object exists to become the subject. Are flown. Incorrect, no object in birds fly. Passive voice requires a transitive verb with an object. And that's a wrap on your complete guide to transitive and intransitive verbs and active and passive voice. Let's do a quick recap. Transitive verbs need a direct object, she kicked the ball. Intransitive verbs stand alone, he laughed. Active voice subject acts, the chef cooked the meal. Passive voice subject receives, the meal was cooked, only for transitives. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment with a sentence, active or passive, and we'll shout out the best ones. Don't forget to like if this helped, share with a grammar-loving friend, and subscribe to go next for more lessons that make English click.